A blessed Advent to everyone. Christmas is coming. I am pleased to share that this year at Christmas we will not require reservations for the Christmas Masses. Mass will be offered on Christmas Eve at 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and 9 p.m. The 4 p.m. Mass will be broadcast downstairs. Traditionally, that is the most crowded of all the Masses. I encourage people, if they attend that Mass, to try to carpool with relatives or neighbors. The church will not be open that afternoon until 2 p.m. The other Masses on Christmas Eve traditionally are full, but they're not crowded. On Christmas Day, we'll be having two Masses, so that means they will be less crowded, 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. If you're sensitive about social distancing or about space because of COVID or anything else, the 8 a.m. Mass may be your best option. We continue to look at the spiritual meaning of some Christmas specials, of some Christmas classics. And one tremendous one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, written by Theodore Geisel, better known as Dr. Seuss, in 1957. There was an animated version that came out in 1966, which is wonderful. I always remember watching it as a child, and it is a delightful presentation. There's good animation. Like the Charlie Brown Christmas special, there is some wonderful original music. It's all done in this Dr. Seuss rhyme, which is great, and you get this narration by Boris Karloff. All wonderful. You know the story. The Grinch, this man who lives, or this creature that lives outside of Whoville, hates Christmas, and he determines to steal it from all the Whos down in Whoville. And Christmas Eve, when everyone's asleep, he sneaks in dressed up as Santa Claus, and he takes all the decorations, all the presents, all the food. He packs it all up, and he leaves. Because worst of all, he hates hearing the Whos sing their song on Christmas morning. And so he leaves, and he can't wait to hear them weeping and wailing rather than singing their Christmas song. Well, what happens? Without batting an eye, all the Whos down in Whoville gather in the public square, and they sing their Christmas song just like they always did. And he's perplexed by this. How can this be? There's no food. There's no presents. There's no decorations. There's not anything. How can this be? And then he starts to realize maybe, just maybe, there's something more to Christmas. And that's his moment of conversion, his moment of turning around. And he quickly returns to Whoville, and he returns everything that has been taken away, and they receive him as an honored guest at Christmas. So it's a story of conversion. It's a story of forgiveness as well. Conversion and forgiveness, two very important Christian themes that we find there. Unlike the Charlie Brown Christmas special, there's no direct mention of the birth of Jesus. And yet we do find these themes of conversion and forgiveness, and that Christmas is more. And the Who sing, Christmas Day is in our grasp, as long as we have hands to clasp. And that points to something else. What we really celebrate at Christmas is what we call the incarnation. God becoming human in the person of Jesus. Not reincarnation, but incarnation. Jesus comes as the human face of God. St. John talks about what we have heard, what we have seen, and what our hands have touched. And Jesus continues to enter into our world through the sacraments. We can find Christ in each other, particularly the poor and those who are in need. And so we too can remember Christmas Day is in our grasp as long as we have hands to clasp. Again, a very blessed Advent, and then a very blessed Christmas to everyone.